Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope we're doing great today. Happy Saturday. We've got 15 matchups on this NHL slate today. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, guys. Working our way to 23.9K subs. Go ahead and make that happen. Hit the like button. And yeah, we'll hop in it here. Monster slate today. A lot of great action this weekend. Starting with the Philadelphia Flyers versus the New Jersey Devils. Devils opening up as home favorites at -200. The Flyers plus 170 with the over-under at 6. Flyers coming into this matchup 20-20-6. The Devils 26-15-6. Head-to-head. Pretty even head-to-head here. Flyers are 2-1 in the last 3. Flyers, they're coming off an Islanders win. Devils, top 2-game stretch from the Devils. It's been a tough start for the year for them. They're just 3-7 in their last 10. They haven't looked that good here lately. Let's see. Yeah, just looking at this, Flyers haven't been the best against the Devils here. The unders hitting the Devils 9 of their last 10 at home. I don't know. You just got the Devils really struggling here, and Flyers 3-1 their last 4. They've had a really good week. I like Flyers as a dog today with the Devils struggling. I'll take a shot with the Flyers plus 1.5 on the road. Next matchup, we got the Boston Bruins versus the Ottawa Senators. Ottawa opening up as home favorites at -135. Boston plus 115 with the over-under at 5.5. Boston coming into this matchup 22-19-5. Ottawa 22-18-4. Head-to-head. Pretty even, split down the middle in the last 10 meetings. Ottawa is 2-1 in the last 3. Boston on a 2-game winning streak. They're coming off a Tampa Bay win. Ottawa coming off a Washington loss. Boston, they've been very good against Ottawa. 14-6 in their last 20. The unders hit in Boston's 9 of their last 11 on the road against Ottawa. Yeah, they're catching Boston. Nice 2-game stretch they're on. Ottawa, had that good streak going, then a tough shutout loss against Washington. I think Bruins are good dogs today. Little momentum with their 2-game stretch they're on. I'll take a shot with Boston plus 1.5 on the road. Next matchup, we've got the Dallas Stars versus the Colorado Avalanche. Colorado opening up as home favorites at -135. Dallas plus 115 with the over-under at 6. Dallas coming into this matchup 28-15-1. Colorado 27-18-1. Head-to-head, Dallas 6-2-2 in the last 10 head-to-head meetings. Dallas, they're coming off a Montreal loss. Colorado, they're coming off an Edmonton loss. Dallas has been good against Colorado. They're 5-1 against Colorado, 6-1 on the road. The unders hit in Dallas is 4 of their last 5 on the road against Colorado. And you got Colorado, they're 6-2 at home. So good road team, good home team. I don't know. Both teams, you could say they're pretty even. I would say Dallas has played better here. Colorado, I mean, this last 2 weeks, it's been loss, win, loss, win, loss, win, loss. So they have not really built anything up here. But I think Dallas is a good dog today. They've been good head-to-head, which I love from a road dog. I'll take Dallas plus 1.5 on the road today. Next matchup, we've got the Anaheim Ducks versus the Florida Panthers. Florida opening up as home big favorites at -365. Anaheim plus 280 with the over-under at 6. Ducks coming into this matchup 18-21-6. Florida 26-17-3. Head-to-head, Florida 7-2-1 in the last 10 head-to-head meetings. You got Anaheim 1-5 in their last 6, coming off a Tampa Bay loss. Florida, they're coming off a Detroit loss. Tough stretch from Detroit, just 4-6 in their last 10. But Anaheim 1-7 against Florida, 2-5 on the road against Florida, where they've been really bad. The unders hit in Florida's 9 of their last 13. And yeah, how bad Anaheim's really struggled against Florida. I think it's a good spot for Florida at home. They've been dominant against Anaheim. But yeah, I'm going to take the Panthers at home today. Next matchup, we've got the Calgary Flames versus the Winnipeg Jets. Winnipeg opening up as home favorites at -225. Calgary plus 180 with the over-under at 5.5. Calgary coming into this matchup 21-16-7. Winnipeg 31-12-3. Head-to-head, Winnipeg 2-1 in the last 3 head-to-head meetings. Calgary on a 2-game losing streak. They're coming off back-to-back St. Louis losses. Winnipeg, they're on a 3-game winning streak, coming off a Seattle win. Yeah, Calgary just 1-5 on the road against Winnipeg. Winnipeg 8-3 at home. The overs hit in Winnipeg's 4 of their last 5 against Calgary. Yeah, they're playing well. Nice 3-game stretch. Had that stretch, heading into January where they were struggling. But Winnipeg picking it back up. And yeah, I'm liking the Jets here. And I'm going to take the Winnipeg Jets at home today. Next matchup, we got the Columbus Blue Jackets versus the New York Rangers. Rangers opening up as home favorites at minus 190. Columbus plus 160 with the over-under at 6. Columbus coming into this matchup 22-17-6. The Rangers 21-20-3. Head-to-head, the Rangers 6-4 in the last 10 head-to-head meetings. Columbus 8-2 in their last 10. They're on a big streak. They're on a 6-game winning streak right now, coming off a San Jose win. Rangers, they're playing well too. 3-1 in their last 4, coming off a Utah win. Columbus hasn't been that great against the Rangers. They are just 1-4 on the road against the Rangers. 2-5 against the Rangers. But also Rangers just 2-5 at home where they've had their struggles. The unders hitting the Rangers 10 of their last 15 against Columbus. I'm loving the stretch from Columbus. I know they've been bad against the Rangers here, but hey, it's a new day. Rangers aren't an elite dominant team. They're very bid. I mean, they're a 500 team. So I like Blue Jackets here. Nice plus money today on a 6-game winning streak. Give me Columbus plus 1.5 on the road today. Next matchup, we've got the Detroit Red Wings versus the Tampa Bay Lightning. Tampa Bay opening up as home favorites at minus 210. Detroit plus 170 with the over-under at 6. Detroit coming into this matchup 21-19-4. The Lightning 24-16-3. Head-to-head, Detroit 6-3-1 in the last 10 head-to-head meetings. Detroit, they're coming off a Florida win. They're playing good. They're 8-2 in their last 10 right now. Tampa, they're coming off an Anaheim win. Detroit 6-2 against Tampa. They have actually been very good head-to-head here lately. The unders hit in Tampa's 4 of their last 5 against Detroit, and I just like Detroit. They've been such a moneymaker this last month or two. Yeah, been playing very good. A lot of underdog wins too. So I'm liking Detroit here, and I'll take the Red Wings plus 1.5 on the road. Next matchup, we got the Pittsburgh Penguins versus the Washington Capitals. Capitals opening up as home favorites at minus 220. The Penguins plus 180 with the over-under at 6. Penguins coming into this matchup 19-20-8. The Capitals 30-10-5. Head-to-head, pretty split down the middle. Pitt is 2-1 in the last 3 head-to-head meetings. They're coming off a big Buffalo win yesterday. Washington, they're on a 3-game winning streak, coming up back-to-back shutout wins against Ottawa and Anaheim. Pitt 1-5 on the road where they've really struggled. The unders hit in Pitt's 5 of their last 6 on the road against Washington. Washington 7-2 at home. Yeah, I like the Capitals here. Nice 3-game stretch for them. The defenses look good their last 3 games, only giving up 1 goal. I'll take the Capitals at home today. Next matchup, we got the Toronto Maple Leafs versus the Montreal Canadiens. Toronto opening up as road favorites at minus 140. Montreal plus 120 with the over-under at 6. Toronto coming into this matchup 28-16-2. Montreal 22-18-4. Head-to-head, Toronto 7-2-1 in the last 10 head-to-head meetings. Toronto, they're coming off a Devils win. Montreal on a 2-game winning streak. They're coming off a Dallas win. Montreal 8-2 in their last 10. I mean, they're playing great hockey. Still have. I mean, most of them underdog wins, which is pretty crazy. Toronto, they've been good against them. Montreal, though, 6-3 at home. The unders hit in 4 of their last 5 against Toronto. They're just going to keep giving Montreal plus money, and I'm just going to keep taking it because it's just been such free money, honestly. Riding this Montreal, I mean, they've been such a moneymaker. Hard not to keep riding them here, especially at home. I'll take Montreal plus 1.5 here. Next matchup, we got the San Jose Sharks versus the New York Islanders. Islanders opening up as home favorites at minus 225. The Sharks plus 180 with the over-under at 5.5. Sharks coming into this matchup 14, 27, and 6. Islanders 17, 20, and 7. Head-to-head Islanders 2-0-1 in the last 3 head-to-head meetings. San Jose, they're coming off a Columbus loss. Islanders on a 2-game losing streak, coming off a Flyers loss. Not the greatest matchup here. San Jose just 3-6 on the road against the Islanders. The overs hit in the Islanders 4 of their last 5 against San Jose. They're also just 1-4 at home here. Not a team I want to pay a big favorite for. So I think Sharks are a good dog today. And I'll take a shot with San Jose plus 1.5 on the road. Next matchup, we got the Minnesota Wild versus the Nashville Predators. Nashville opening up as home favorites at minus 155. The Wild plus 130 with the over-under at 5.5. Wild coming into this matchup 27, 14, and 4. Nashville 15, 22, and 7. Head-to-head, Minnesota 6-3-1 in the last 10 head-to-head meetings. The overs hit in 7 of the last 10 between the two. Minnesota on a 2-game losing streak, coming off an Edmonton loss. They beat Nashville 5-3 in their last meeting. Nashville on a good 2-game winning streak, coming off a Chicago win. The big thing with Minnesota is that they're dealing with a lot of injuries here, and you've seen that over their last 2 games. And that's why if you're looking at it, you're like, well, you know, if Minnesota was healthy, they'd be favorites for sure. I mean, they're almost twice as good as Predators record-wise, so that's why Preds are favorites, because of all the injuries for Minnesota, which makes sense. Minnesota, though, just 2-11 on the road against Nashville. So, yeah, been tough for them. I like Nashville at home. Not too in love with Minnesota. Haven't been able to cover with all the injuries the last 2 games. I'll take the Predators at home today. Next matchup, we got the Vegas Golden Knights versus Chicago Blackhawks. Vegas opening up as road favorites at minus 240. Chicago plus 190 with the over-under at 6. Vegas coming into this matchup 29, 13, and 3. Chicago 14, 28, and 3. Head-to-head, Vegas 6-1-3 in the last 10 head-to-head meetings. Vegas on a tough 2-game losing streak coming off a Carolina loss. Chicago, they're on a 4-game losing streak. They're 2-8 in their last 10. Vegas 14-6 against Chicago. The unders hit in Vegas is 5 of their last 7 on the road against Chicago. Chicago just 2-5 at home. I think it's a good bounce back spot for Vegas. Tough 2-game stretch. Obviously, Chicago hasn't been consistent enough with their upset wins. I'll take Vegas on the road today. Next matchup, we got the St. Louis Blues versus the Utah Hockey Club. Utah opening up as home favorites at minus 125. The Blues plus 105 with the over-under at 5.5. Blues coming into this matchup 22, 20, and 4. Utah 18, 19, and 7. Head-to-head, Utah 2-1 in the last 3 head-to-head meetings. St. Louis on a 2-game winning streak. They're coming off back-to-back Calgary wins. Utah 2-8 in their last 10 on a 3-game losing streak. Been a bad stretch from Utah, especially for the start of this year. Utah 1-7 at home, where they've really struggled. The overs hit in Utah's 4 of their last 6 at home against St. Louis. I'm liking the Blues as a dog. Utah has looked awful here. I'll take Blues plus 1.5 on the road. Next matchup, we got the Edmonton Oilers versus the Vancouver Canucks. Edmonton opening up as road favorites at minus 170. Vancouver plus 140 with the over-under at 6. Edmonton coming into this matchup 29, 13, and 3. Vancouver 19, 15, and 10. Head-to-head, Edmonton 3-0 in the last 3 head-to-head meetings. You got Edmonton 8-2 in their last 10. They're on a 4-game winning streak. Vancouver 2-8 in their last 10. They're coming off an LA loss. It's been bad for Vancouver. They have not looked good. Edmonton 4-1 against Vancouver. They're 5-1 on the road, where they've played very good. The overs hit in Vancouver's 5 of their last 7 on the road against Edmonton, and or at home. Yeah, I like Edmonton here. Vancouver's been really struggling. I'll take the Oilers on the road. Then the last matchup, we got the Los Angeles Kings versus the Seattle Kraken. Kings opening up as road favorites at -155. The Kraken +130 with the over-under at 5.5. Kings coming into this matchup 25-12-5. The Kraken 19-24-3. Head-to-head, LA 2-1 in the last 3 head-to-head meetings. They're coming off a Vancouver win. Seattle, they're coming off a Winnipeg loss. LA 4-1 against Seattle. The unders hit in 4 of their last 5 on the road against Seattle. Seattle just 1-5 at home, where they've really struggled. And I'm like an LA here. I had a tough 2-game stretch against Edmonton and Calgary. Bounced back last game. Seattle just hasn't been too consistent enough for me to really bet on them as a favorite. Or I'm sorry, not as a favorite, just bet on them in general. So I'll take the Kings on the road today. That's going to be it for the video. Good luck with your picks and parlays on Saturday. Hope you guys all cash out, and I'll see you guys Sunday. Have a good one.